My favorite game is Ending. In 2025, the game I've cherished over the years will no longer be playable. The worlds I built with my ideas or with others, gone. The list of friends with which each I can tell a story, gone. The memories I have had with each feature, the excitement I would have when a new update would drop, new experiences won't come. Unfortunately, most of us knew that the game would be coming to an end eventually. Even with my hopes that modern online games as a service couldn't die, or at least would live on in a sequel or remake like Club Penguin or Toontown, it's now clear that, as tiny of a game that Pixel Worlds was, continued support simply wasn't in the cards. I don't want to be a phony. I truly haven't been involved in the community very much since the last major developer left the game, but seeing the game finally shut its servers put something into perspective for me personally and creatively. You see, the aftermath of my progress as a YouTuber in 2020 and 2021 with Pixelworld's news and other commentary left me a bit empty and confused. I believe it was the end of 2021 when support for Pixelworlds had its last hurrah, and my favorite games started slowly dying in terms of support. I didn't know where to go with YouTube. It felt like if I was going to make gaming content, it would be for the game I loved, but it didn't make sense with the game like a hollow shell. For about 3 years, I've been thinking of how to pivot on YouTube, what to pivot to, and how I can express myself creatively without being pigeonholed to Pixel Worlds. I loved the game, but I felt like I couldn't grow, and with the community leaving, it didn't make sense for me to stay either. I think my mind used Pixel Worlds dying as an excuse to really stop altogether. I had some ideas, like a Fortnite channel that I posted a few videos of, a video essay channel that I created scripts for, but never got far enough into the development stage. But I would always have these tweaking moments that sent me back to 2017 or 2020. Moments that made me want to make Pixelworlds content once again. Pixelworlds made me feel like I finally had a place somewhere. Even as early as my 12th birthday, the team featured my videos, and the community was able to find me. I felt appreciated. The ideas for topics and essays also flowed through me with Pixelworlds content, so with my favorite game fading away, my ideas sort of fell in the cracks of the floorboards, never to see life. But this video isn't all doom and gloom. Some of this grieving process has importantly brought me back to why I like Pixelworlds so much, and why finding a replacement is a tough situation. I talked about this in my Tribute to Pixelworlds video, but the community is really tight-knit and special to me. But I feel like if you give enough time and care to any community, you can really find special and talented people who care about the game as much as you wherever you go. The game itself is what's important for how I enjoy it. For me, the pixel art style and care put into the visuals in Pixel Worlds is incredibly important. The main reason I left Growtopia is that I couldn't get over the art style, and sometimes gaining cosmetics felt cheapened because I couldn't enjoy how they looked. The beautiful art style is exactly what hooked me in late 2016 with Pixelworlds' trailers, and it's certainly what's kept me around for so long. Kukori, for the most part, had also, like Brawl Stars, been committed to improving the game wholesale, bringing updates that increased the diversity of profit, that deepened gameplay, and that may rework systems to better the game long term, even if to ruffle some feathers. In terms of sandbox MMOs, Pixelworlds may be my last. It has been such an amazing creative outlet for me, whether through LEGO creations, videos and analysis, and coming up with creative ways to spin mechanics and create social interactions in worlds. I truly don't think I can find this anywhere for myself personally, but for the sake of this channel, I highly encourage you to let me know what kind of content you'd like to see that relates. Maybe I can go on the hunt for my next Pixel Worlds. Personally, I'm excited for games like Stellaria that really appreciate the predecessor art style and go for something different but still beautiful, though its development has stopped. Coincidentally, with Pixel Worlds coming to a close, I'd actually been working on a new channel with content I've been dreaming about for half a decade, and it's actually coming to fruition better than before when I hobbled together scripts and left them behind. But it once again harkens me back to one final thing that's incredibly important to me. Pixelworlds very well may be my favorite game long after it's dead, simply due to my personal connection to it. Since 4 or 5, I've wanted to be a YouTuber, and once I got the chance to make videos, it's practically been all I wanted to think about. After I left Growtopia and got to start playing Pixel Worlds almost 8 years ago, it had been about making content for the game. And wow, I learned a lot. I skated through the area of near no editing, gameplay to upload content, understood the difference between what worked and what didn't, and how that evolves over time. I kept getting second chances to improve and show my worth as a member of the community, and through that, I got to experience a lot of other creators' interpretations of Pixel Worlds through Instagram and YouTube. Pixel Worlds has been an irreplaceable experience for my growth and understanding YouTube, and going back spending all that time on such a small indie game, I wouldn't change it for anything. I did mention Toontown Rewritten, and it's possible a similar situation could occur where a remake is approved by the original company, or a similar sandbox MMO is created by Pixel Worlds fans like Stellaria, and I truly do hope that this is possible. But soon, Pixel Worlds is never going to be played again, by anyone. And that just makes me sad. Not because of poor handling of development, that's hardly anyone's fault. I'm just sad to feel like I'm losing these memories. Like I'm finally selling the old Xbox 360 that had the Minecraft worlds I made with friends. Pixel Worlds shutting down is a new era, not just for what I play, but for my life. Like I've mentioned, content creation and Pixel Worlds are deeply intertwined for me. So maybe desperately trying to find some other outlet, another Pixel World styled MMO, is missing the universe's point. The game was my childhood. Making those videos was my childhood. And it's finally time to move on and use what I've learned. To appreciate and use those experiences I created, along with the ones I created with others. Thank you all so much for being here for us creators. I know in the past there have been creators coming from Pixel Worlds that have made it in the Fortnite space or in other communities. A huge inspiration recently was finding out about GG Enter's venture with GabFR, blasting into another field and making really high quality videos, fun videos. I hope someday you may also have a silly moment when you find my other channel and discover that I happen to be behind it. And I also hope all of you are able to make something amazing, or find another game you can truly love, even if it's a part of a new era of your life. So everyone, this time, I'll see you outside of Pixel Worlds. Goodbye.